The massive starship hung silently above Earth, its metallic hull gleaming against the darkness of space. Inside the command center, Commander Jack Miller watched the alien vessel with a mixture of curiosity and calm. Around him, the military's top strategic team moved with practiced efficiency, their fingers dancing across holographic displays. Commander Vrel, leader of the Orion Collective's invasion fleet, felt nothing but confidence. His species had conquered hundreds of worlds. Planets fell before them like dominoes, their advanced technology crushing any resistance within hours. Earth looked no different from the countless other worlds they had subjugated. "Scan complete," announced a junior officer on Vrel's bridge. Holographic projections flickered to life, showing detailed maps of Earth's major cities, military installations, and communication networks. The data painted a picture of apparent weakness: scattered defenses, outdated technology, primitive weapon systems. Vrel leaned forward, his multi-jointed fingers pressing a communication button. The universal translator hummed to life, ready to deliver humanity's surrender terms. "Inhabitants of Earth," his voice resonated through every communication channel. "Your planet is now under the control of the Orion Collective. You have precisely 30 solar cycles to surrender. Resistance is futile. Our technology far surpasses your understanding. Prepare for occupation." In a small monitoring room deep beneath Colorado, Jack Miller smiled. The puppy at his feet, a scruffy golden retriever named Buddy, looked up, tail wagging. "Well," Jack said softly, "I think it's time we say hello." With a few precise keystrokes, Jack opened a communication channel. The video feed flickered, showing a room that looked more like a cozy living room than a high-tech military command center. Buddy sat perfectly still, his golden fur gleaming under the soft lights. On the alien flagship, confusion spread. The communication screen showed not a military leader, not weapons, but a small furry creature sitting next to a relaxed human. Vrel's communication officer stuttered. "Commander, they're showing us a domesticated animal." Jack's voice came through, calm and almost cheerful. "Before we discuss any terms of engagement, would you like to meet my puppy?" Buddy wagged his tail, looking directly into the camera. The alien bridge went silent. Commander Vrel's translator struggled to process the unexpected communication. Every previous planetary conquest had followed a standard pattern: threat, surrender, invasion. This was completely outside their strategic calculations. "Your response is inappropriate," Vrel finally managed. "Prepare for immediate." "One moment," Jack interrupted, reaching down to scratch Buddy behind the ears. "Unsure we can have a civilized conversation." Backup systems in military installations around the world hummed to life. Satellites adjusted their positions. Network connections strengthened imperceptibly. But to the aliens, everything looked calm, peaceful, even. Vrel's tactical display showed no signs of aggressive preparation. Earth's cities continued their normal operations. Transportation networks functioned. Communication grids showed nothing unusual. Just a man, a puppy, and an alien invasion force hanging in orbit. "We are the Orion Collective," Vrel stated, trying to regain control of the conversation. "Your surrender is mandatory." Jack simply smiled and held up a hand. Buddy tilted his head, looking adorably confused. "Would you like some tea?" Jack asked. The alien bridge fell into complete silence. Commander Vrel felt something he had never experienced in hundreds of planetary conquests: uncertainty. Somewhere in the background of Jack's transmission, a kettle began to whistle. The first contact between humans and the Orion Collective was nothing like anyone had expected. No dramatic speeches, no show of force. Just a man, a puppy, and an invitation for tea. Commander Vrel would later realize this moment marked the beginning of something he could never have predicted. The moment when everything he understood about conquest would be challenged. Buddy just continued to wag his tail. The first wave of Orion Collective attacks came swiftly and without mercy. Massive energy weapons targeted Earth's key military installations, expecting total destruction. Commander Vrel watched the initial assault with clinical detachment, confident in the overwhelming technological superiority of his fleet. What happened next would be remembered as the most bizarre military engagement in galactic history. Each targeted location transformed in ways the aliens could never have predicted. Military bases that appeared vulnerable suddenly bristled with defenses that seemed to materialize out of thin air. Automated systems sprang to life, combining technologies and combinations that defied logical military strategy. In Nevada, a facility that looked like a simple research center became a nightmare of defensive capabilities. Laser systems interlinked with satellite networks. Electromagnetic pulse generators created invisible shields. Robotic defense units emerged from what seemed like ordinary maintenance tunnels, their movements precise and unpredictable. Commander Jack Miller watched the initial assault from the underground command center. Buddy lay at his feet, occasionally lifting his head when a particularly loud explosion rumbled through the facility. The puppy seemed more curious than concerned. "Status report," Jack called out to his team. A young tactical officer named Roberts responded, her fingers flying across holographic displays. Alien strike groups experiencing 68% loss rate. Their targeting systems are being comprehensively disrupted. Vrel's communication officer couldn't believe the data streaming in. "Commander," he stammered, "our most advanced targeting systems are being redirected. How is this possible?" On the alien flagship, confusion turned to genuine concern. Their initial scans had shown Earth's defenses as primitive. Now those same defenses were systematically dismantling invasion squadrons with terrifying efficiency. One invasion group attempted to target a major city. Their advanced quantum targeting systems locked onto what appeared to be a critical infrastructure point. Moments before the attack, the entire targeted area seemed to shift. Buildings rearrange. Defense systems that didn't exist moments before sprang into action. It was as if the entire planet was one massive, living defense mechanism. Underground facilities that looked abandoned suddenly powered up. Communication networks that seemed scattered proved to be an intricate, self-healing system. Every time the aliens thought they had found a weakness, the humans revealed another layer of unexpected capability. "They're adapting faster than our predictive models," a senior alien strategist reported. "It's like the entire planet is one connected organism." Vrel leaned forward, watching the tactical displays. Something was fundamentally wrong with this invasion. Humans were supposed to be primitive, disorganized, easy to conquer. Instead, they were fighting with a combination of creativity and technological improvisation that defied all known military strategies. Back in the underground command center, Jack Miller allowed himself a small smile. Buddy looked up, tail wagging, seemingly aware of something extraordinary happening. "Redirect secondary defense grid," Jack instructed. "Let's show them what we can really do." Across the planet, seemingly random technologies began to interconnect. Industrial systems, communication networks, satellite arrays, transportation grids. Each system became part of a larger, more complex defensive network. The aliens had made a critical mistake. They had looked at humanity's individual technologies and found them wanting. They hadn't considered how those technologies might work together. Vrel watched in growing horror as invasion squadrons were systematically neutralized. Not destroyed outright, neutralized, disabled, captured, redirected. The humans weren't just defending. They were learning, adapting, turning alien technology against its creators with terrifying speed. "Initiate full defensive protocol," Vrel commanded, a hint of panic in his voice. But it was too late. Somewhere in the background, the puppy named Buddy continued to wag its tail, watching the most unexpected planetary defense in galactic history unfold. Humanity had entered the galactic stage, and they were nothing like anyone had expected. Within hours of the initial alien attack, something extraordinary began to happen on Earth. What the Orion Collective saw as chaos was actually the most coordinated response in human history. Industrial complexes that appeared to be simple manufacturing plants transformed with shocking speed. Automotive factories retooled their production lines in mere minutes. Microchip manufacturers began producing advanced defense components. Software developers created complex networks of adaptive defense algorithms. Commander Jack Miller watched the global response from the underground command center. Buddy, the golden retriever, sat quietly beside him, occasionally tilting his head as if observing the complex holographic displays. Global network synchronization at 92%, reported a technical officer named Roberts. Every sector is contributing. What made the human response truly terrifying was its decentralized nature. There was no single command structure. Instead, millions of independent actors spontaneously coordinated. A retired engineer in Japan developed a critical defense algorithm. A group of college students in Brazil created a communication encryption method. A small team in Kenya designed a breakthrough energy redirection system. On the alien flagship, Commander Frel watched in growing horror. Their communication networks, a junior officer reported, they're not just defending. They're evolving. Global communication channels became something more than simple information highways. They transformed into a living, breathing system of collective intelligence. Every piece of technology became a potential weapon. Every network a potential defense mechanism. The puppy video continued to play across alien communication channels, a bizarre psychological warfare tactic that simultaneously mocked and unnerved the invading forces. Its innocent face became a symbol of human unpredictability. Manufacturing plants worked around the clock, not through forced labor or military command, but through a spontaneous wave of collective purpose. Workers volunteered additional shifts. Companies shared resources. Competitors became collaborators. "We've never seen anything like this," Vrel muttered, watching the tactical displays. Universities became research hubs for defense technologies. Medical laboratories developed advanced protective systems. Even entertainment industries contributed. Game designers created simulation models that helped military strategists understand alien tactics. The true horror of human adaptation became clear. Where other species would have collapsed under such an invasion, humans were thriving. Every attack became an opportunity for innovation. Every challenge a chance to improve their systems. Buddy the puppy seemed to watch the proceedings with an almost knowing look. Satellite networks transformed into a global defense grid. Communication systems became early warning networks. Transportation infrastructure turned into potential rapid deployment systems. Even household technologies found new, unexpected uses. Their entire civilization is a weapon, a senior alien strategist reported. But not a traditional weapon. It's adaptive, organic. Jack Miller allowed himself a small smile. "We're just getting started," he said softly, scratching Buddy behind the ears. The psychological impact was equally devastating. Humans didn't just resist. They seemed to be enjoying the challenge. Social media filled with memes about the alien invasion. Online communities developed collaborative defense strategies. What should have been a moment of terror became a global, almost playful challenge. Manufacturing output increased by 400% in 24 hours. New technologies emerged faster than the aliens could comprehend. Each alien attack was met with a response that was simultaneously defensive and innovative. They're not fighting like a military, Vrel realized. They're fighting like a single, massive, interconnected organism. The puppy video continued to play. Wagging tail, innocent eyes, a constant reminder of the disconnect between alien expectations and human reality. Somewhere, a kettle whistled. A dog wagged its tail, and humanity prepared to show the galaxy exactly what they were capable of. The invasion had become something else entirely. Not a war, not a conflict, but a demonstration of human potential. Buddy just continued to watch, tail wagging. The true depth of human technological capability began to reveal itself in ways that terrified the Orion Collective. Their most advanced systems were being dismantled, analyzed, and reproposed at a speed that defied all known principles of technological adaptation. Commander Vrel watched in growing horror as alien technology became something entirely different in human hands. What took his civilization decades to develop was being transformed, improved, and weaponized within hours. In a nondescript research facility, teams of scientists, engineers, and programmers worked around the clock. Captured alien communication devices were pulled apart, their complex quantum circuitry examined with a mixture of scientific curiosity and predatory intent. "Look at this," Dr. Emily Roberts called out, her hands moving quickly over holographic displays. "Their quantum encryption is elegant, but it has fundamental weaknesses." Nearby, Buddy the golden retriever lay on a cushion, watching the proceedings with apparent interest. The puppy had become an unofficial mascot of the human resistance, his image still playing across communication channels as a constant psychological jab at the alien invaders. Commander Jack Miller reviewed the latest reports. Each piece of alien technology became a learning opportunity. Computer systems didn't just defend. They learned, adapted, and counterattacked with exponential speed. Intercepted alien communications revealed a chilling detail. The Orion Collective had conquered hundreds of worlds using a standard invasion protocol. Overwhelm, subjugate, assimilate, but humanity was writing an entirely new playbook. Their communication networks, a senior analyst reported, are essentially living systems. Every captured device becomes a potential Trojan horse. Alien warships found their own communication systems compromised. Navigation controls were subtly altered. Weapon systems developed unexpected glitches. What should have been simple maintenance became a nightmare of unpredictability. A junior alien officer reported to Commander Vrel, his voice trembling. "Sir, our quantum communication network is changing. It's like the humans are rewriting the fundamental rules of our technology." Vrel watched as tactical displays showed something impossible. Alien ships were being turned against each other. Communication systems were being used to spread confusion. Every technological advantage became a potential vulnerability. The humans weren't just defending. They were learning at a rate that defied comprehension. Research facilities around the world worked in a strange, decentralized harmony. A breakthrough in one location was instantly shared across global networks. What looked like chaos to the aliens was actually the most efficient research system ever developed. "We're not just copying their technology," Dr. Roberts explained to Jack Miller. "We're improving it, reimagining it." Buddy the puppy seemed to watch with an almost knowing look, his tail occasionally thumping against the cushion. The psychological impact was equally devastating. Alien soldiers began to hear stories of human technological prowess. Reports spread of entire invasion squadrons being turned back by technologies that seemed to defy the laws of physics. One captured alien communication device was particularly revealing. When the humans finished with it, it could do things its original creators had never imagined possible. It was no longer an alien technology. It was something entirely new. "They're not just adapting our technology," a senior alien strategist reported. "They're evolving it." Vrel realized the fundamental mistake. The Orion Collective had seen humanity as a primitive species. Instead, they were facing the most adaptive technological civilization they had ever encountered. Every attack became a learning opportunity. Every captured piece of technology, a potential breakthrough. The puppy video continued to play across communication channels. Wagging tail, innocent eyes, a constant reminder that nothing was as it seemed. Somewhere, a kettle whistled, a dog wagged its tail, and humanity continued to rewrite the rules of technological warfare. Buddy just continued to watch, a silent witness to the technological revolution unfolding around him. The invasion had become a nightmare beyond Commander Vrel's worst imaginings. Invasion forces suffered catastrophic losses that defied all strategic understanding. Each attempt to attack Earth became a lesson in human unpredictability. "We've lost 73% of our first-wave assault groups," reported a senior tactical officer on the alien flagship. The holographic displays showed massive red zones where invasion squadrons had been completely neutralized. Commander Vrel studied the tactical maps with growing desperation. The humans weren't just defending. They were transforming the very nature of conflict. Every military engagement became something entirely unexpected. When alien ships approached with standard attack formations, human defenders responded with solutions that seemed to come from multiple dimensions of thinking. One invasion group attempted a precision strike on a major city. Instead of traditional defense, they found themselves caught in a web of technological and psychological warfare that left their most advanced systems completely confused. Communication networks became battlegrounds. Information became a weapon more powerful than any physical attack. The humans didn't just fight with technology. They fought with creativity, humor, and an adaptive intelligence that seemed to break all known rules of warfare. The puppy video continued to play across alien communication channels. Its innocent face became a constant psychological reminder of human unpredictability. Commander Jack Miller watched the global defense from the underground command center. Buddy the golden retriever lay at his feet, occasionally lifting his head when a particularly interesting tactical display caught his attention. "Status report," Jack called out. A young tactical officer named Roberts responded, her voice calm and almost cheerful. "Alien attack groups are experiencing complete system failure. They're not just being stopped. They're being studied, analyzed, understood." What Vrel failed to comprehend was the fundamental difference between human and alien approaches to conflict. The Orion Collective saw war as a mathematical equation. Humanity saw it as a creative problem-solving exercise. Industrial complexes transformed into research centers. Every captured piece of alien technology became a learning opportunity. Military bases looked more like innovation labs than traditional defense installations. "They're enjoying this," a frustrated alien strategist muttered. And it was true. Humanity seemed to be treating the invasion like a global, species-wide puzzle to be solved. Social media filled with memes about alien invasion tactics. Online communities developed collaborative defense strategies. What should have been a moment of terror became a global, almost playful challenge. Vrel realized the fundamental mistake. They had seen humanity as a primitive species to be conquered. Instead, they were facing a civilization that turned every challenge into an opportunity for growth. The puppy video played on. Wagging tail, innocent eyes, a constant psychological warfare tool that seemed to mock the entire invasion. "Our most advanced systems are being systematically dismantled," another alien officer reported. "Not just disabled, understood, improved." Buddy the puppy seemed to watch the proceedings with an almost knowing look. His presence in the command center had become a symbol of human defiance. Calm, playful, utterly unafraid. Jack Miller allowed himself a small smile. "We're just getting started," he said softly, scratching Buddy behind the ears. The invasion had become something else entirely. Not a war of destruction, but a demonstration of human potential. Every attack became a learning opportunity. Every challenge a chance to show what humanity could truly do. Quantum communication networks danced with impossible complexity. Defense systems evolved faster than the aliens could comprehend. What looked like chaos to the Orion Collective was actually the most efficient adaptive system ever developed. Somewhere, a kettle whistled. A dog wagged its tail. And humanity prepared to show the galaxy exactly what they were capable of. Buddy just continued to watch, a silent witness to the most unexpected defense in galactic history. The Orion Collective's leadership demanded total planetary bombardment. Commander Vrel knew it was futile, but he had no other options left. Humanity had demonstrated capabilities that defied every known principle of technological and strategic warfare. Emergency sessions on the alien flagship became increasingly desperate. Holographic displays showed the complete breakdown of their invasion strategy. Entire invasion squadrons had been neutralized, captured, or worse, turned against their own forces. "We cannot continue this invasion," a senior strategist argued. "Humanity is not just defending. They are evolving." Vrel watched the tactical displays with a mixture of horror and grudging respect. Every conventional method of planetary subjugation had failed. Humans had transformed every weakness into a strength, every attack into an opportunity for innovation. In the underground command center, Commander Jack Miller reviewed the latest intelligence. Buddy the golden retriever lay nearby, seemingly uninterested in the complex holographic displays showing global defense networks. "They're considering planetary bombardment," Roberts reported, her fingers dancing across the interface. "But they know it won't work." And she was right. Humanity had developed technologies that could potentially survive even a total planetary destruction attempt. Underground facilities, orbital defense platforms, distributed communication networks that could survive even the most catastrophic attack. The puppy video continued to play across alien communication channels, a constant psychological reminder of human unpredictability. Vrel's communication officers reported something unprecedented. Human communication networks were not just defending. They were actively infiltrating alien systems, gathering intelligence, predicting movements, turning the invaders' own technologies against them. "We've never encountered a species like this," a junior officer reported, his voice trembling. "They're not fighting like a military. They're fighting like a single, massive, interconnected organism." Global communication became a weapon more powerful than any physical attack. Every piece of captured alien technology became a learning opportunity. Industrial complexes transformed into research centers. Military bases looked more like innovation labs. Buddy the puppy watched the proceedings with an almost knowing look. His presence in the command center had become a symbol of human resilience. Calm, playful, utterly unafraid. The Orion Collective's leadership debated their options. Total bombardment seemed like the only solution, but even that carried tremendous risks. Humanity had demonstrated the ability to survive and thrive under conditions that would obliterate most species. Jack Miller allowed himself a small smile. "They're running out of options," he said softly, scratching Buddy behind the ears. Quantum communication networks danced with impossible complexity. Defense systems evolved faster than the aliens could comprehend. What looked like chaos was actually the most efficient adaptive system ever developed. "Our predictive models are completely useless," a senior alien strategist admitted. "Humanity doesn't follow any known pattern of resistance or defense." The humans had turned the entire invasion into something between a global challenge and a massive, species-wide research project. Social media filled with collaborative defense strategies. Online communities developed solutions faster than traditional military command structures. Vrel realized the fundamental mistake. The Orion Collective had seen humanity as a primitive species to be conquered. Instead, they were facing a civilization that turned every challenge into an opportunity for growth. The puppy video played on. Wagging tail, innocent eyes, a constant psychological warfare tool that seemed to mock the entire invasion. Somewhere, a kettle whistled, a dog wagged its tail, and humanity prepared for whatever came next. Planetary bombardment seemed increasingly unlikely. The risks were too great, the potential for human adaptation too high. Buddy just continued to watch, a silent witness to the most unexpected defense in galactic history. The invasion had become something else entirely. Not a war of destruction, but a demonstration of human potential. The final transmission came not with a thunderous declaration of war, but with an almost casual invitation. Commander Jack Miller appeared on the alien flagship's communication screens, Buddy the golden retriever sitting calmly beside him. "Would you like to talk?" Jack asked simply. Commander Vrel stared in disbelief. After weeks of the most comprehensive defense and counterattack in galactic history, the humans were offering a conversation. Not a surrender, not a final assault, just a conversation. The underground command center hummed with quiet activity. Holographic displays showed global defense networks still fully operational. Every system prepared, but not aggressive. Simply ready. "We analyzed your entire invasion strategy," Jack continued, "and we'd like to discuss a few things." perhaps over tea. Buddy wagged his tail, seeming to punctuate the statement. The alien leadership was confused. Their most advanced invasion force had been completely neutralized, not destroyed, not defeated in a traditional sense, simply rendered ineffective. Every technological advantage had been turned against them. Every attack had become a learning opportunity for humanity. Vrel realized something fundamental had changed. This was no longer about conquest. This had become something else entirely. Our quantum communication analysis shows you're not looking for destruction, Jack explained calmly. You're looking for resources, expansion, opportunity. The puppy video that had become a psychological warfare tool continued to play. Wagging tail, innocent eyes, a constant reminder of human unpredictability. Senior alien strategists exchanged worried glances. Humanity had demonstrated capabilities that defied every known principle of technological and strategic warfare. They had turned an invasion into a collaborative problem-solving exercise. We've prepared some documentation, Jack said, about potential mutual cooperation. Would you be interested? Buddy shifted slightly, seemingly paying attention to the conversation. The invitation was unprecedented. Most conquered civilizations would be seeking revenge. Humanity was offering cooperation. The alien leadership couldn't comprehend the approach. Our analysis of your technological systems, Jack continued, suggests multiple areas of potential collaborative research. We've already identified several interesting applications that could benefit both our civilizations. It wasn't a threat. It wasn't a surrender. It was an opportunity. The holographic displays showed something remarkable. Global human networks were not preparing for continued conflict. They were preparing for potential collaboration. Research facilities were already developing preliminary joint research proposals. Vrel understood now. Humanity hadn't just defended itself. It had transformed the entire concept of invasion. Would you like some tea? Jack asked again, a small smile playing on his lips. Buddy wagged his tail. The alien flagship's communication systems struggled to process the situation. This was completely outside any known first contact protocol. The humans weren't angry. They weren't seeking revenge. They were seeking understanding. We've prepared some interesting proposals, Jack said, regarding quantum communication technologies, adaptive network systems, and potential collaborative exploration opportunities. The puppy continued to sit calmly, a silent witness to the most unexpected diplomatic encounter in galactic history. Somewhere, a kettle whistled. A dog wagged its tail, and humanity prepared to show the galaxy a different approach to first contact. The invasion had become something else entirely. Not a conflict, not a conquest, but a conversation. Buddy just continued to watch, a symbol of human calm in the face of the unexpected. The galaxy would never be the same.